Welcome to Great Mechanical Pencils. Today, we're stepping back in time with the Uchida Type E, a mechanical pencil that's more than just a tool, it's a masterpiece of design. With its twist-type advanced mechanism and stunning art pen style, it captures a pivotal moment in pencil history. I've got all three colors, green, gold, and indigo, ready to share with you, so let's dive in. This pencil stands out with its art pen design. Think elegant tapered lines that make it look more like a fountain pen than your average mechanical pencil. It features a twist-type lead advance mechanism, a nod to an era when pencils were shifting from twist to knock-type designs. The Type E only came in three colors, green, gold, and indigo, and was only made in 0.5mm, perfect for precision work. Later in the demonstration, I'll show you how to load the lid and clear jams, but first let's take a closer look at its design. The body is sleek and lightweight, with a distinctive grip that's both functional and eye-catching. This artful aesthetic blends precision and elegance, reflecting a thoughtful fusion of functionality and artistry that elevates this humble pencil into a tool of creative expression. One thing I enjoy as a collector is trying to establish an historical context for the pencils in my collection. More than often, this requires a little detective work. Placing the Uchida Type E in history isn't easy. None of the collectors I met have solid evidence of when these pencils were sold. Based on its twist-type mechanism and stylish look, guesses range from the 1960s to the 1980s. It was all based on speculation. Since these hit the market way before the internet, hard data is scarce. But then, a breakthrough came from a Macari listing. It showed a Type E branded with collectible, a drug developed by a Japanese pharmaceutical company. I checked the company history, and they released this drug to improve lipid metabolism in circulation in 1971. So that gave us a pretty good clue. Plus, similar pencils in the Uchida lineup, the Type D and Type S, won good design awards in 1972. So these clues all suggest that the Type E hails from at least the early 1970s, a time when mechanical pencils were evolving fast. These Type E pencils were included in a drafting set, Type KD-MS. Now let's do an unboxing. This kit is a treasure trove. It includes three E-type pencils, two compasses, a set of dividers, a centering tool, an adjustment tool, a plastic compass, an eraser guide, and lead. We're going to have a quick look at all of this, and then we're going to focus on the pencils in just a minute. I wanted to mention that drafting sets are often great places to find pencils. Most of my Uchida pencils came from a drafting set. There are two high-precision compasses in this set. Each has its own twist-type mechanical pencil and have knee joints for precise adjustments. I was impressed by the exceptional craftsmanship. There's absolutely no play, making these compasses highly precise. The quality of the small compass is on par with its big brother, and it also has its own twist-type mechanical pencil and knee joints. The dividers are great for measuring distances. Like most high-quality dividers, they have a geared linkage so that when you adjust one leg, the other leg also moves. The center point tool safeguards your paper while drafting. And here's a close-up of the adjustment tool. It came with H, HB, and 2H lead refills. and it also came with 0.5mm lead for the compasses. There's a storage area in the lid. Here you can find an eraser shield, some paperwork, a plastic compass, and a cleaning rag. We will have a closer look at the paperwork that was included in just a second. Drafting kits like this are game changers for precision drawing, with everything you need for accurate technical work. Just add an eraser and you're set for flawless designs with ease and efficiency. Plus, to the collector, great sources for rare mechanical pencils. We're going to have a quick look at some translated versions of these documents, and then get into the demonstration of the pencil. Here's the original and translated version of the quality assurance document that came with the set. To keep the video moving, I'm not going to leave these on screen long, so feel free to pause if you need some time to read it. The last two documents that came with the set have to do with loading the lead in the pencils and the compasses. We'll get to that in just a second. But first, let's have a closer look at the Type E. It has a removable black plastic pocket clip and a twist advanced lead mechanism, giving you very precise control. There's a hexagonal ring at the widest part of the body. This prevents your pencil from rolling off the drafting table. The grip has a spiral pattern cut into it, and the perpendicular lines are scored, creating a lattice-like effect. We'll have a close-up look at that coming up. The body of the Type E is removable. It's held in place with a friction fit, and you can swap them between each model. Inside you will find an eraser and a lid storage tube. Unlike modern pencils, this one you load from the front. I'll be demonstrating that next. Then we'll be wrapping up the video with a look at the physical characteristics of the pencil, and finally comparing it to a P200. Now we're going to take a quick look on how to load the lead into the compasses. Here's the instructions that came with the set and the translated version. And again, I'm not going to leave them on screen long, so feel free to pause if you need to. Like other twist mechanisms, there is a pin that will extend to help clear a lid jam. Turn the wheel in the other direction to fully retract it. Then push a stick of lead into the tip. Push it in firmly, and that's it. Now let's take a look on how to load the pencil and clear any lid jams. Here we have the original instructions and a translated copy. And again, to keep the video moving, I'm not stopping on these for long, so feel free to pause the screen. If you notice, these instructions are branded Kent, which is the name Uchida used to market their pencils overseas. I'm going to show you the lid storage and eraser again because this may be a point of confusion with some collectors. You can only load one stick of lead at a time, and you have to load it from the tip of the pencil. To help demonstrate, I'm going to remove the tip, but you do not normally have to remove the tip to load the lid. When you fully extend the grip, a needle will extend, almost to the end of the pencil tip. This also normally will clear most lid jams. Once it is fully extended, turn the grip as far as it will go in the other direction to fully retract the mechanism. Then insert a piece of lead into the tip. The instructions say the pencil is designed to accept a 45mm stick, so you may need to snap it off if yours is longer. I also wanted to mention that if you're not using lead from inside the lead storage tube, then you do not have to remove the pencil barrel from the body. And if you notice when you retract it, if the lead doesn't follow, that means you did not seat it well enough. Just push it back forward and then reseat it a little firmer. We're going to close the video with a look at the physical characteristics of the pencil. Here's a breakdown of the Type E. It's 141mm long with a grip diameter of 10mm at the widest point, and that's the hexagonal band that stops it from rolling. The barrel is 7mm diameter, and it has a 4mm fixed lead sleeve. It weighs 15.7 grams, and the balance point is right about in the middle. These specs give it a solid, balanced feel, perfect for drafting or writing. Here you can see how the spiral pattern was cut into the grip. To give you an idea of the physical size of the Type E, here it is next to a P200. For comparison, the P200 weighs just 10 grams, while the Type E is a heftier 15.7. Both have a similar balance point and length, but the P200's grip and body are about 9mm, while the Type E's grip hits 10mm at its widest point. Back in the early 1970s, before AutoCAD took over, pencils like this were the go-to for designing everything from skyscrapers to machinery. That precision and craftsmanship still shines through today. And while the technology has evolved, the legacy of these pencils continue to inspire the creations of tomorrow. Well, that wraps up the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I need to send out a big thanks to the Mycology Mechanical Pencil Forum for help on this project, and especially Kelvin, who showed me how to take this thing apart without breaking it. Shoutouts to the Mechanical Pencil subreddit and Facebook groups, and my followers on X. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more mechanical pencil deep dives. And until next time, keep writing and collecting.